The moment we have all been waiting for. We are on our second surrogacy journey with our intended parents, Jake and Kenzy, and we have been patiently, semi-patiently waiting, and our transfer date is... What is up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. It has been such a joy sharing our surrogacy journey with you and keeping you updated on contracts, medical screening, our matching process, and the time has come for transfer. Contracts took a little bit longer than they should, but that's okay. We are past that, and Monday morning I woke up to the best email ever, an email from our fertility clinic with possible transfer dates. So the clinic sent me a med protocol, which is basically a schedule documenting what medications I start, when I stop them, from now all the way up until transfer. So next week I'm gonna do an unboxing of my meds because tonight, the day this episode airs, tonight my meds arrive and I'm gonna do an unboxing, tell you all about the medication I'm taking. There's a new one in there that I haven't taken before. I didn't take last journey, so we're gonna learn this together. But I'll go through all the medication, I'll go through my med protocol with you, and we'll just start prepping together. But when it comes to transfer date, now, if you remember a few weeks ago, I was hard set on this transfer is happening at the end of September. Now, I was thinking that because my last journey, we had started our med protocol before we finalized contracts because I wasn't on birth control and my cycle started, which means in order to make it transfer before that next cycle, we needed to kind of get the ball rolling, and our clinic allowed us to start a med protocol before contracts were finalized. So we rushed to get those contracts done, and then like 2 weeks later we had transfer. But this time it's a little different. I was thinking it would be the same, but I'm on birth control, which means I can stop that at any point and start my med protocol. My September plan or hope for transfer did not happen. And then when the clinic emailed and said, hey, we're planning out transfer dates, do you have any blackout dates? The end of October, Dan always goes on a yearly elk hunting trip to Colorado. It has been like this for 4 years, I think. I married into the hunting life, and so I'm very familiar with him hunting on the fall, during the fall. And you know, transfers are just around the same time, which doesn't, it's not that convenient, but that's okay. So I said, hey, my husband has a yearly hunting trip. We would like to avoid those dates if possible. If not, no worries, like he can be flexible, but it's something that's kind of already set in stone. His license is bought and whatever. So she said, no worries, we'll work around that. So the date that she proposed is November 6th. I have a baseline ultrasound October 30th. If all looks good with blood work and baseline ultrasound looking at my lining, then we will prepare for transfer on the 6th, and we will fly to Florida, do our transfer, and then fly back. Now, if on the 30th that my blood work is off, my estrogen levels, progesterone levels, or my lining isn't thick enough, then from experience, I'm guessing they would push it back a week. And so then a week after that baseline, I'd have a follow-up baseline, making sure my lining's good. If it's now good at that point, then we would have transfer a week after that. And then we would just kind of plan accordingly. So right away when I got the email, I called Kenzy and I was like, oh my gosh, I got some dates. She said, that sounds great. So she kind of let her family know, let some friends know, I think. And then we let the agency know. The agency suggested usually they wait to kind of book flights until after baseline just to make sure numbers and everything is good. And so right now, I'm just waiting for my meds to arrive. We'll unbox those. I'll get those all prepped because in October is when I start them. Really excited. Looking at my med protocol, it's a little new, so I'm excited to share that process with you and just continue sharing our journey. I just think it's so crazy that it is almost exact to the day 2 years ago when we transferred for our very first full surrogacy journey. So my original dates for our first journey was November 8th. My lining didn't thick enough, so we pushed it back a week to November 15th, and this is November 6th, so we'll see what it ends up being. I know so many of you are transferring around the same time, and it kind of gets me excited that we could be like, I don't know, surrogate sisters, transfer sisters. It's so fun, but we can do this together. So I'm gonna continue sharing my med protocol. This fall is gonna be new for me because I'm gonna have to do a lot of injections myself, but honestly, I'm kind of excited for it. I feel like it's really empowering, and I'm gonna document and share the process and share my confidence in tears every moment with you. I put a post out on Facebook the other day to drop some guesses. I think I put it on Instagram too, to see if you knew what our transfer date would be. So let me know in the comments comments if you were right, if you were close. Should have done like a prize. But actually, Kenzy sent me a screenshot. Someone has already guessed it, like to the T. I'm like, dang, they are spot on. But we're so excited. I know Jake and Kenzy are so excited. A little bit later than we all planned, but at the end of the day, God knows what he's doing. His timing is perfect and we're trusting him. And it is really just shown me a lot of patience. I was getting real, probably worked up would be the best word, a couple weeks ago, and just like annoyed and frustrated at how contracts were going. But honestly, I like just took a moment and took a deep breath and I'm like, you know what, like why get my panties in a wad, because transfer is gonna happen when it's supposed to. God knows what he's doing, and shame on me for like trying to rush things and be impatient. Like I just need to chill out, take a breather, and it will all happen when it's supposed to happen. So super excited for transfer. Can't wait to continue sharing with you guys. If you don't already, follow us on all platforms at We Are Dan and Sam, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and stick around to see what's next. Bye guys.